Let us play some mother effing Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It is me playing it, not Brona. Although she got it for me. She got me this game for my birthday. And I was planning to stream it, and then I never got around to it. And then I was doing this whole series, and I said, hey, would you like to connect online? This allows you to make your gameplay information visible. Sure, but I don't have Wi-Fi in this room. Online settings has been changed. Okay. As you progress through the game, check in with Wise Waddle Dee to access global gameplay information and see how you stack up. Okay. Select the difficulty. Well, a Kirby game that's a bit wilder and more challenging. This adventure will be tough at times, but you'll collect lots of star coins as rewards. Okay. I have not played it. I have not played a Kirby game. God, I since the Game Boy, since the original Game Boy. And my understanding is that in the time since they've been out, they have remained very easy, very, very easy. I'm gonna go wild mode because the thing that always kind of put me off is not that I need some kind of super challenge for my video games, but every review would always mention about 3D Kirby games that they were like incredibly easy and obviously made for babies. I had to do a Twitch.tv AI generator script for the hour. I bet that was fucking dreadful. All the worst aspects. But yeah, I've not played a Kirby game since the original Game Boy. When I was loading up the Steam Deck with ROMs, I put a lot of Kirby on there because there's been 10 million Kirby games. Kirby and also WarioWare, two franchises I have not meddled with enough. It's kicking off, Kirby. It's very dramatic. We going interdimensional here? Yeah, this is your son's favorite game. I can believe that. I can imagine from what I've heard about this game that this is an all ages type affair, young and old. I've heard great things about it. It's funny because it like took me to the tail end of the year to get to it, but I've heard great things about it. Again, this is kind of a part of my kind of December binge on the Game of the Year candidates, or not even necessarily overall Game of the Year candidates, but just kind of things I want to be clued in on when Game of the Year time rolls around. With the link to the cast, boys, give them another shout out. Myself, Dave, Mark, Jack, and Garrett for the first time this year. Alrighty, we are Kerbin. Oh wait, oh, we're off to a great start. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Oh, listen to those little footsteps. How adorable. Do I get coins for kicking those little rocks? Wonderful. Alright, onward. A to jump. Awesome. Oh, yeah, go Kirby mode. Alright. Alright. So B exhales my fat boy breath. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm doing great, lads. I'm doing great. I'm like this is like when Bart gets to go on the Flintstone phone in that class. Yabba dabba doo, I like playing Kirby with you. Oh, look at this happy little character. Oh, he's not friendly. No, how is he not friendly? Oh, I'm raging. Can I jump on him? Oh no, that does damage to me? What? Get fucked, idiot. Fall off the abyss, loser. I always liked playing Kirby in Smash back when I was 8, and I liked playing the original Smash Brothers, and I've disliked every one I've played since. I did put what's the GameCube one. I put that on the deck as well. Melee? Bro, I can't remember which one is which. Oh, yeah! Kirby and Last of Us Town, baby! They think Kirby can be the cure. Oh, look at those characters in the distance. Okay, not to... Okay, I know we're not playing Kirby for fucking PS5 graphical showcase mode, but goddamn, those are some low frame rate characters right in my frame of view. Like, I assume they're gonna speed up once I get closer. Look. Yes, okay, that is quite bad. That is quite bad. Again, I'm not gonna... Alright, I got the Zelda power that you always get in these games. Okay. Look, it's a Nintendo Switch. We're not gonna fucking... I'm not gonna do a full 40-minute Digital Foundry video on this, but fucking hell! like putting characters in the distance at a lower frame rate than the ones closer to your character. That is a very common, perfectly fine technique, but they need to be further away so that you can't see them moving at half the frame rate of the regular characters. That is very funny. Oh dear. Oh, Kirby, what will you get up to next? Beautiful. Alright. Music is great. I know, game. I know. I'm just exploring. What's this? I don't know what that did. That's fine. Beautiful. Feels good. Controls feel good. Alright, so drop ability is Y. Alright. Oh, I'm Bomberman now. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, shit. Kirby, you gotta aim better. Holy shit. Oh, that thing I collected that I didn't know what it does gives me health, says Jenda. Thank you. I'm such a Kirby noob. Oh, shit. Ah, I missed him. Ah, oh, why is this guy so hard to hit? Oh, you bastard! Yeah, get fucked. Oh, I can kick my own bombs. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, hell yeah! Physics. We got physics going on in this game. I can kick this tire around. Listen to this great music. Oh my god. It is very funny how Last of Us-y the aesthetic is. That is a very amusing bit. This is the bit from E3, right? This is we're going mouthful. Oh, he's so adorable. I don't want to fight him. Oh, please let me be friends with this thing. Oh, come on. I don't want to have to put this fucker down. Kirby swallows a gun. Alrighty. This is mouthful mode, right? That's what they call it. Yeah, look at him. Speaking of that, I still haven't finished that Last of Us PS5. Turbo and jump. Hell yes. Okay. We're laughing now, boys. This is great. I put that cutie in my mouth so fast. Sick. No, I can just hold it. Hell yeah. Okay. Get fucked, loser. I'm running you all down. Grand Theft Kirby. Eat shit. Kablamo. Get fucking wasted. Maybe I should take the opportunity while I'm playing a children's game to curb the old naughty words and maybe get a video that might get some play with a different audience, but shit rocks too hard, sorry. Kirby fucking rocks too much. Okay, alright. Oh, Kirby's loving it like I am! I hope this doesn't get me a copyright strike on YouTube, whatever this song is. Speaking of, I did just get my if you missed my wrestling stream at the weekend, it is now on YouTube after a couple of days in purgatory. Aww. As I said, I'm on Game of the Year catch-up mode, and I'm straight away thinking I gotta go to my link to the cast spreadsheet and stick this in best music already. I'm like 20 minutes in. Link to the cast on your podcast service of choice. Support the boys. They are a collection of fine men doing a good podcast, and I'll be joining them very soon. Also subscribe here as well, obviously. All right, this is Kirby. This is the scene where Joel and Ellie get to Pittsburgh and they get jumped by the hunters. You gotta ditch the car. Alone and forsaken. Da -da 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 -da. All right, I won't keep referencing it, but it is, you know, it's modern civilization repossessed by nature. That's the aesthetic. Come on. Ultimate's online. This game 2-player? It's not, right? I don't even know if he has it. I don't even know. I met Hulkamat at Full Gear. It was lovely to see him. He's a nice guy. I should do a YouTuber voice. I think many would argue I already have a great YouTuber voice. Just the Barry Lad tones, you know? Oh my god, everything in this game is adorable so far. Look at these little coyote enemies. I can't fight them. Come on. I don't like those. Those birds, I don't like them at all, but we got a little Dr. Robotnik action going on here where they're like kidnapping all the animals. Oh no, I hate that. Oh, don't make me fight the cute little... Oh shit! Combat arena! Oh, shut up. Oh, I can just spam the shit out of this thing. Holy shit, that's awesome. Yeah, get fucked. Can't be stopped. Can I? Oh, I can't. Okay, the dogs don't have an ability that I can steal. Oh, slow motion! Get fucked, coyote! Oh, I missed. Oh, I just have to walk. I just have to walk up to it. Okay. Oh my god, that is so funny as a little Super Mario I got the star animation. That is so funny! Diddly 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 diddly, got the little mouse! Waddle Dees. Waddle Dee sounds like a thing fucking Solid Snake would learn about in a Metal Gear cutscene. Waddle Dee. Alright, gotta go save the rest of them. Got it. I didn't say any of this shit. How's she inferring this? Music. Oh my god, this game's music. Oh, it is co-op. Holy shit. I did not know that. Select co-op from the pause menu and the player 2 controlled Bandana Waddle Dee. Work together by playing together. I'll always be ready. This is insanely charming early on. Insanely so. Nature Plains, okay. Alright. Do Waddle Dee Town. I guess I don't wanna do that. But no. Okay. Okay, so we got optional objectives. Okay. So clear the stage, save the hidden Waddle Dees. Got it. Downtown Grassland. Alrighty. And we're 3D Kerbin again. Man, that frame rate thing is crazy. I don't want to keep harping on it, but look at that. Look at that furthest away enemy. Okay, and now, now it's in good frame rate territory. And it goes behind, oh my god, it goes behind the rock. Okay, and let's see it come back into frame. Look at it. Oh my god, it's crazy. Man, that is... Look, because you can see the two of them in the same shot, okay? So look at the one closer to me and then look at the one furthest. Dude, that is ridiculous! Oh shit, I can't aim for shit. Yeah, I did not understand that Nintendo Call of Duty statement from Spencer. I know he's just trying to be like, hey, we're not gonna be arseholes if we buy Activision. Oh, that was actually kind of cool. But like, I don't know. That whole thing is such a billionaire corporation dick waving contest. I really don't care. Like, obviously, I think the corporate synergy of Microsoft buying Activision is undoubtedly bad, but it's so hard to just like root for Sony, and I feel like a lot of their arguments are in such bad faith. Even though ultimately, I guess I would say I'm on their side because, you know, I think that merger would ultimately be bad for business. Okay, so I can't. Okay, so jumping on enemies is just a thing Kirby doesn't do. Okay. I guess, yeah, I mean, yeah, look, I guess they can stream Call of Duty on Switch. They stream, you know, Control is technically on Switch. Technically. Hitman 3 is technically on Nintendo Switch. If you are willing to pay full price for a fucking cloud game, which I can assure you, I am not. I will never do that. And I think cloud stuff is fun. I'm intrigued by cloud stuff, but paying Nintendo 60 quid to play a stuttery, pixelated version of Control? No, thank you, sir. Control, another game I have been revisiting on the Steam Deck. Control and Spider-Man, I booted up just to see, hey, how do these games look on the Steam Deck? And then I was like, these games are both class. I should just replay them, to be honest. I do not need to beat Control for a third time, but I may do. Soda Shot! Oh, cool. Oh, I've got ammo. Holy shit, that's actually awesome. Who needs Call of Duty? This is your fucking Call of Duty right here. Blah, blah, blah. Get fucked, loser. That's progress, but I think I want to go here. Hell yeah. Yeah, bonuses. Let's go, boys. Kirby knows what's up. Oh, yeah, I knew it. I'm so good at finding secrets. What was that? Kirby, what was that thing? Oh, my God. Half frame rate bull over there. All right, let's go back. Let's re-mouthful here. Yeah. But yeah, the Activision. Oh no, this is the end of the line for this guy. Activision Microsoft thing is oh shit, that was an accident. Is ridiculous. But I find myself rolling my eyes at a lot of Sony's points, even though, like I said, ultimately I think they are correct, I guess. Wait, is that the end of the level? Oh, it's just like a little warp to another section. I was about to say, I didn't even see any hit. I didn't see any waddle dees. Oh shit! Oh yeah. I cannot be a cannon. Okay, fair enough. I love, you know, Agenda. I love me a platformer. One of my favorite games of the year is Tinykin. That is a game I will be fighting hard for. I know. I love me a good relaxing, especially because, like I said, my stream was massively delayed today because I was. We were building IKEA furniture. Brother, that shit was fucking stressful. I can do mouthful mode and all this stuff. Having this is really a great way to wind down. The funny thing about Switch 2 versus Steam Deck is that everyone's pining for a new Switch. This is ridiculous, by the way. Look at this. Me when I see crackers. Anyway. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Little fucking spike attack. Awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong. I desperately want a new Switch as well because I feel like, as we've seen with this game, that the current Switch is really starting to show its age, and it's no longer kind of endearing. Like when they would port things like Doom to Switch, and it would look a little bit chunky, and it wouldn't look exactly the way you'd expect it to, but you'd still be like, dude, this is so cool though. Doom in the palm of your hand. That novelty is now worn off with, like, you know, so many questionable ports being released. And I think even when they put out when they put out Switch 2, I'm not expecting them to go full Steam Deck with it. You know, I think, as is Nintendo's style, I think they'll release a beefier but still underpowered platform. I think for the rest of our lifetime, I think Nintendo will go for the underpowered, inventive, and that's great. Like, great, they should, because they do really well at that. But I hope they do a little bit more future-proofing than the 2017 Switch, because that thing felt old very, very quick. I did bring my Steam Deck with me to work for the first time today, which was, you know, pleasant. I mean, like, obviously it's bigger than the Switch, but the funny thing about the size comparisons between those two is that there's not that much of a difference, because ultimately... Oh, I got his ass, hell yeah. Ultimately, they're both devices you would have to have in a carry bag, so they're not handheld anyway, so it's not that meaningful a difference. But yeah, I had a great time playing it on the bus. I played it on my lunch break at work. I had a blast with it. I've run into my first couple of hiccups with the emulation stuff, though. For whatever reason, Tekken Tag Tournament does not run very well. On the PS2 emulator. I don't know why that is. And from Googling... Oh, shit. And from Googling around, it seems like I am not alone in seeing that. But I was saying on Twitter earlier today that all of my hiccups with the emulation stuff on Steam Deck have been weird anomalies like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's a case of, oh, it's not powerful enough to run it. I think it's just a weird compatibility thing. Because I was playing, like, God of War 1 today, do you know what I mean? Which is obviously an infinitely much more intensive game. But yeah, there'll be more Steam Deck emulation streams coming soon on the channel. I didn't even get to N64 stuff at the weekend. Funnily enough, Jenda, you mentioned there, I had a bit of a Red Dead 2 standoff on Link to the Cast a couple of years ago. I don't think I was the low man, because I think Mark was kind of on my side, but I was the naysayer. I was the naysayer on that one for sure. What's this? I haven't had this one before, have I? Oh, cool. Oh, you know what? I didn't even swallow these guys when I fought them. I was too busy bombing them. Oh, I can throw multiple. Nice. Oh, I can hold it. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, he's thinking about it. Oh, he thought better of it. Oh, that's awesome. I love how there is a different... there is a different ability. Oh, shit! No, I was getting cocky there. I could not eat him that early. Yeah, fighting games are often a little bit odd on when it comes to emulation stuff. I watching a lot of videos of people testing that stuff, and it is a lot of, like, you know, on machines that are perhaps less capable. It does tend to be things like Soul Calibur 2. It can be a really taxing PS2 game. I'll keep tinkering with it, but like I said, that stuff has been kind of exceptions that kind of prove the rule, if that makes sense, because stuff like God of War and you know, Vice City and Burnout 3 are playing with no issue. And funny enough, considering Tekken was giving me issues, or Tekken Tag was giving me issues, Tekken 5 was playing with no problems at all. So it's just, you know, random little things like that. You can't, you know, once you start getting into the more... Can I eat him now? I can! Yes! Once you start getting into modern 3D consoles, there's a lot more, I don't want to say randomness, but it becomes less obvious what does and does not work. There's a little bit more kind of, you know, game development got extremely complicated. Did I only get one Waddle Dee? Was there 3 hidden? Where's, can I see what my, like... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Save the hidden Waddle Dees, 1 of 3. Wow. Make 5 tulips, boom. I missed 2. Okay, I got some stuff, I guess. Oh, the stage isn't over, says Jenda. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. I was like, wow, they have developed the most sophisticated, hard to spot alternate paths in the history of video games. I gotta get used to this. Holding the button gives you alternate attacks. Okay. Get fucked, bull boy. Are you a better swordsman than me, sir? Oh, absolutely demolished. Absolutely fucking demolished. Get owned. Kirby loves eating his vegetables. Steam Deck does emulate Switch to Yeah, as Jenna says, mixed results. There was like extremely mild controversy. It wasn't much of a controversy, but Valve were doing one of their they've been updating the Steam Deck like a motherfucker. They've been putting out like, you know, like in some cases weekly updates, and then they're putting out videos saying, here are all the new features in the Steam Deck's software. And they put out one video where they were scrolling through the games list on the Steam Deck, and they had Yuzu, the Switch emulator, in the in the games list. They took that down, obviously. Looks like you can hail this big object without dropping your current copy ability. Okay. But yeah, so they had a Switch emulator advertised on one of their promotional videos. They quickly took it down before Nintendo sued them into oblivion. Hell yeah. Yeah, Nintendo have kind of... I feel like the Steam Deck really raised Nintendo's ire. I mean, they're constantly going after emulators and pirates and XYZ. But man, it felt like they went on the warpath when the Steam website came out. Cover art, YouTube videos that say, hey, here's blank game running on Steam Deck. They were... I think they've calmed down in the last couple of months. But man, they were going hard there for a while. They are insanely litigious. They always have been as well. That's not a new thing. They go up and down in their moods on it, I think. I want to be a Boomerang Boy here. I mean, further proof of that is their bizarre ongoing Smash at competitive fighting game event stuff. Like, I don't really care about fighting games. I don't care about Smash, but I always find that stuff so petty and so stupid. Like, if people give enough of a shit about your game to not only play it competitively, but like to broadcast themselves playing it competitively, you should take that as great, like every other major provider does. You know, Sony does, and oh shit, that guy respawns. Okay, so what else is up here? Nothing. Oh no, there's a thing here. Yeah. For those of you who haven't followed it, like they, oh shit. Sometimes they allow Smash Brothers to be at EVO, and other times they don't. And there was a whole thing where they wanted you to use the new Smash Brothers, but not Smash Brothers Melee on the GameCube, because they don't like the idea of people playing, you know, the old game, I guess. And then it's just... they're just very, very particular. That's the word I would use. Oh, yes, yeah, there was the whole Kotaku thing where they were like, oh, wow, Metroid Prime, which didn't run... not Metroid Prime, what was it, fucking... the most recent one. God, what the fuck was that fucking thing called? Dread, Metroid Dread, sorry. Yeah, Kotaku did an article going, wow, it's already running great on PC, and they went mental at that. And I saw people, like, not just Nintendo, I saw capital G gamers, some of whom were people I follow, you know, like industry people, saying, yeah, Kotaku, that's outrageous, you shouldn't be doing that. We've waited so long for a Metroid sequel. It's like, that's not Kotaku's fault. Kotaku have a lot of problems, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like, they're perfectly within their rights to report on the emulation community. And it's proper, like, I don't know what the best euphemism is, but it's typical of, like, video game fans to blame that type of article on why, you know, you might not get another Metroid sequel. Oh, because people pirated too much. Like, no, it's Nintendo's decision. They choose to put Metroid on ice every 10 years. That's no one's fault but theirs, you know. Your beef is with them, not with Kotaku. Yeah, Garrett, I don't know if you just joined, but I've been, like, basically since I booted this thing up, I was like, oh, we're going to be talking about this one for best music at the end of the year without question. Ah, you bastards! What is this thing, man? This thing is gross. This thing is grosser than anything you fight in Last of Us. Oh, my God. That's great. Oh, shit! See you later, fucker. Alright. It is considered taboo, but also, I'm like, get over it. I mean, you know, I can understand. I think it's ridiculous, but I can understand Nintendo getting bent out of shape about it. For fans and consumers to be annoyed about a report on a pirated game, I'm like, get over it. And like I said, it's a little bit of kind of, I don't know what the proper euphemism is, but people who keep coming back to Nintendo, no matter how bad they treat them, projecting their annoyance at Nintendo for not doing enough Metroid games onto people pirating it. You know what I mean? It's the same as indie wrestling. When a company goes through a lull and then the finger pointing starts at, oh well, you know, people pirate it, or it's on XWT within 2 minutes, blah blah blah. It's like, no, they would buy it if they gave a shit, and it's up to you to put out a good show. I smashed this level, by the way. Get fucked, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I got a Kirby amiibo. Kirby was pulled into a mysterious vortex that appeared in the sky over his home. In the sky over his home on planet Popstar. When he woke up, he was in a new world. Traveling through that vortex also gave Kirby a new mysterious power. Let's see what it can do. Onward to adventure. Car shop sign. This logo belonged to an auto shop named Holine Custom Autos, part of the Holine Corp. Holine also sold industrial parts, managed construction, and made all kinds of stuff, from buildings to streets to amusement park rides. Remember, if it's quality, it's Holine. Or perhaps it would be more accurate. Oh man, I got loads. I'm kicking ass here. Sir Kibble. Okay. This is very charming. This is very charming. I don't know how long this is, but I'm already sensing I will probably finish this. Like I said, these games I'm kind of doing a sort of quick looks at for Game of the Year catch-up season. I won't be streaming... Well, I won't necessarily be streaming more of them, but I'll definitely be playing more of them off-air. And last week I streamed Signalis. I've been playing more of that in my spare time in the last week, and that game is class. That game is really, really cool. Your figure collection is now available. Use this to view. Okay, perfect. I'm not quite ready to reveal what we're playing tomorrow, but I'll give you a fairly massive hint and say that it is also a Nintendo Switch game. How about that? Jenda, are you sneering at Elden Ring's narrative Game Award nomination? I mean, I did that for years before I ever played a Souls game. But then I'm a convert now, so I'm like, no, actually, it's great. Even the bits I don't understand are actually great. Sorry. I mean, I like the stuff that even the stuff you can't inhale has a little waddling animation when you try and inhale it. That's great stuff. Oh, Barry, you cannot inhale everything in this game, or you cannot jump on everything, rather. You can inhale. That's what you're supposed to do. No, it's not more Kirby tomorrow. Ah! Flamethrower man. Oh, yeah! Oh! Time to cook these mushrooms. Sauteed or something. Listen, Garrett, if you find it boring, you need to be honest. You need to speak your truth. And if it makes you feel better, I may disagree with you about Signalis, but you're absolutely right about Tunic. So I will be building up or tearing down Garrett's credibility based on which particular game he's shitting on to the ire of Mark. To be fair, Signalis is a extremely specific kind of thing. If you're not into wandering around, if you're not into like OG Resident Evil, poking around halls, dodging enemies, limited combat, resource management, you know, like a spooky atmosphere, if that's not your bag, I don't know that Signalis would have much for you, to be honest. No, I liked Tunic when I streamed it, like much like I'm doing now. I streamed like my opening hour and a half with it on the popular feature here on twitch.tv/BarryLed, the Game Pass grab bag. Coming back soon. I'll do more of that in the new year. I played 90 minutes of it on stream. I was like, yeah, Tunic, it seems alright. And then I played more of it, and I was like, oh wait, it's really boring, and the combat sucks, and it doesn't have nearly as many tricks up its sleeve as I thought it would have. And I ended up being really and I didn't finish it, and I was really bored by it. And I thought it wasn't as clever as I thought it was, and I thought it was extremely obtuse. Yeah. And Tunic's one of those ones I did really want to like, because a lot of people I trust gave it big praise. Obviously, Mark is a big one. Mark, he of Game of Link to the Cast fame, but also Gerstmann. I think it's going to be Jeff Gerstmann's Game of the Year. The way he talks about it on his podcast, he's like fucking Tunic. He's like, when he, along with a lot of other people, did their obligatory, hey, the Keighley Award nominations were terrible, which they were. He was like, Tunic, man, how do you not have fucking Tunic? And I was like, Tunic is the game you're going to bat for? But he's one of the, that's the thing. There's two kinds of people. You either thought it was the game of the year, better than Elden Ring, better than everything, or you didn't get it. And I was in the camp of I didn't get it. The Elden Ring narrative is not obtuse. Like, you don't like oh, this is a whole debate we could do on a separate fucking. Whoa, Kirby, don't fall off the edge. But like, just because people, you know, make their living, for lack of a better term, going out there and explaining the endings and shit like that, and telling you where you do, that doesn't mean that that's the only way that shit is consumed. You know, that's kind of reductive. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I mean, you can't. There's lots of, I'm sure there's lots of like Lynchian stuff that most people on their first watch might not have a literal understanding of, and maybe they watched Mulholland Drive ending explained on YouTube. That doesn't diminish the value of the story being told, though. Like, I'm sure if I sat down with Sean McGee and had a conversation about what's going on in Elden Ring, he, as a man who reads all that shit and then watches all the YouTube videos and just consumes every morsel of it, would tell me I'm fucking crazy because I read it backwards and I didn't know what I was talking about. But that doesn't mean that I didn't sit there and take something from it and get my own thing from it. You know what I mean? That's the. And I think Elden Ring and the kind of from kind of soulsy philosophy. I hate to sound like a pretentious knob, but it's pure distilled video games, baby. It's a narrative form all onto itself. Do you know what I mean? Some games like I'll use an example of something I love, so I'm not even knocking it. Like something like Last of Us apes a cinematic style of storytelling, and that's fine. But when people say, hey, you know, what's the difference? Like, what do you get from it being a game versus a movie? You know, I think that's reductive, and I'm like, well, no, I like playing the game aspect of it, but ultimately they're not necessarily wrong, because you can glean everything you need to glean from the story by watching all the cutscenes edited together on YouTube. You cannot, you know, you are losing something if you do that on Elden Ring. I'm not saying you can't do it, because obviously there's a cottage industry of people explaining the story to you. How do I do that dash move? Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm all over the place here. I'm too busy talking about Elden Ring and Last of Us. Yeah, as Garrett said, it's extremely densely. Look, maybe to a fault. I'm not saying it's to everybody's taste, obviously, because it wasn't to mine for ages. I'm kind of with you on Strage, and I liked it. I liked it, but again, I think if I was to pinpoint my biggest issue with the Keighley Game Awards, it would probably be Stray. And I feel weird picking on a game I thought was mostly pretty fun and I don't have any massive issues with, but Stray as your big, like, and it is tokenistic. Let's be real. Stray as your big tokenistic indie game that you had to nominate because you have to nominate an indie game. Like Stray? Like, as someone who doesn't even like Tunic, I'm kind of like, I think Tunic's probably a better pick than Stray. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's exactly, Gary. It's a Tunic is a Stray is a nice little game. It is a little 7 out of 10 game. The really pathetic thing as well is that Stray is the type of game Sony should have 7 of on PlayStation Plus this year, not 1. Like, I know it's not a one-to-one comparison because the new PlayStation Plus is still relatively new, but the first year has been really uninspiring, and Game Pass has absolutely mopped the floor with them in this first year. Stray being their one, like, here's our indie game you can get on day 1 on PlayStation Plus. Stray being the first one is good. Stray being the only one is not great at all. When you consider Game Pass had, like... Game Pass had Tunic, Vampire Survivors, Tinykin. There's probably a bunch of others I'm forgetting because there's been so many. Like weird shit that's not even that good, but like paparazzi and stuff like that, which is not some great game, but like, do you know what I mean? Like they had so much. Game Pass had so many great day 1 exclusives that they even had a bunch of middling stuff that you don't even care about. But who cares? Because it's literally so much that they have good, bad, and in the middle stuff. And then Sony's like, we got Stray. Just Stray. Oh, you want God of War day 1? Fuck you. Eat shit, baby. What's this? They've made a day 1 on Plus icon. Okay, I think they must know internally that like we gotta up the ante in the new year. I think you're dead right. Jen in the chat saying that the new PlayStation Plus is good if you buy a PS5 and you've no back catalog. If you skipped PS4, or maybe you had a PS4 but you didn't play as much on it because, you know, busy life or whatever, then yeah, it's all right for that. But if you're an excessively on the computer gamer, like I don't know who that would be, that person who fucking streams twice a week. And you're playing every game under the sun, you look at that PlayStation lineup, and because the thing about the new PlayStation Plus lineup is it does have stuff. It doesn't have nothing. It has, you know, it has Assassin's Creed, it has Death Stranding, it has blah 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 blah. It doesn't have nothing, but it's kind of like the thing about getting those heavy hitter AAA games is kind of like, I feel like when it comes to stuff like Assassin's Creed and Death Stranding, the people who were going to play that played it when it came out. Do you know what I mean? It's cool to have it, but, you know. I don't know if I actually said this on stream, but I have cancelled my PlayStation Plus and not even busted it down to the cheap tier. I just cancelled it. I'm paid up until the end of this month, but I'm not renewing because I'm like, the exact same thing happened to me when Nintendo announced their N64 tier and it was super expensive. I said, oh, I'm not getting that N64 tier, it's super expensive. And then while I was thinking that, I was like, wait a minute. I don't even use the basic Nintendo tier. So I got rid of Nintendo, and now I've done the same thing with PS Plus. Their new system made me just assess how little I use the old system, you know. Wait, where's the fuse for this bad boy? I'm too busy talking about the state of the gaming industry to solve this puzzle. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, we're Donkey Konging it. Yes, boys. I wonder will they look at a discless PS5. So, not Sony, but Xbox did look at that. Xbox, in one of those gimmicky fucking... Phil Spencer was doing a video about something unrelated, and he had, over his shoulder, he had what looked like a mini Xbox Series S. And that was streaming... Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking... sorry, they did a discless console. The thing they were teasing was a streaming-only box, but they couldn't justify the cost, he said. There is a discless PS5, Zig. You can buy a... How much is it? It's like 400 quid? 400 quid? Yeah. So yeah, they have a discless one, but The difference between the discless PS5 and the discless Xbox. Yeah, that's the thing. 400 quid is still super expensive. So the two PS5s are the exact same horsepower-wise, right? So that's Sony's justification for the price. The two Xboxes have slightly different power levels. I was about to say, like, they're fucking Dragon Ball characters. Well, you know what I'm getting at. The two Xboxes have different power under the hood. And so that's why they can sell the discless Xbox for... It's 300 list price, but that thing's on sale a lot lately. There's been a lot of Xbox Series S's for like 250 quid lately. And that's a fucking great price, by the way. That's what I have, and obviously you've all heard me sing the Game Pass praises and whatnot. I mean, I love my Series S. They have said in interviews that they sell those at a loss, by the way. So, but lots of companies do that. That's not especially scandalous, but it's also not. It's just interesting, you know. Yeah. So yeah, as Mitch is saying in the chat, there was a rumor, fairly, you know, not from randos, from, you know, decent outlets. There was a rumor that Sony is going to look at just going discless as the default, and if you want to buy a disc drive separately, you can do that. But again, that'll be a separate. That'll be like a peripheral. That'll be like a fucking gaming headset. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you want a disc? Oh, okay, sure, Grandpa. Oh, I missed the breakable wall. Thank you, Jenda. No, keep your fire. There you go. Funny thing about discs, and I am someone who still buys discs just because. Oh shit! I'm too busy talking, Barry. Stop doing commentary on the industry and play Kirby. The thing about I still collect discs, but I'm increasingly asking myself why. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. People, I talked about this I think last week on stream. People rag on Call of Duty for having like 25 megabits of data on the discs they sell. And it's like, okay, that's an extreme, but generally speaking, that's not unusual. Like, none of the discs you have the game on them. Do you know what I mean? Most of them have more than 25 megabytes on the disc, but generally speaking, you are still oh, shit. You're not reading that game off the actual disc. No, let's put this back here, actually. Hell yeah. Nope. There we go. All right. Yeah, you can get lucky with a disc discount every now and then. Sonic Frontiers I saw discounted a lot very early. I mean, it did release around Black Friday, which is one thing. I have not taken a punt on Sonic Frontiers yet. I will let you know that. I will say that I've been curious about it. I will say that. But not curious enough to get it. Because the reviews have been mixed, but like properly mixed. Like, is this death down here? Oh, that must be death. Like, proper mix, not like, it's a 6 out of 10, it's boring. It's been kind of like people saying it's a 4 or an 8. Do you know what I mean? Oh, well, I'm not dropping hints. I'm not dropping hints about tomorrow's game. But let's just say it's gonna be... I can't think of a pun. Let's just say fucking... Let's say you better knuckle up for tomorrow's stream. That's dreadful. That's absolutely fucking dreadful. That was. I wish I just said nothing instead of that. Yeah, Mitch. Absolutely. I will 100% give Sonic a look when it shows up on Game Pass, and probably not a second sooner. I would say. I love this dance. Okay, I missed a Waddle Dee. I missed a secret room. I only got... Wow, okay, so this is a real big boy level there. Like, all right, Barry. We eased you in, fucker. But, get real. Get real. I think I'm going to call it there. That is, I know this is a shorter stream than usual. Again, those of you who are watching on YouTube, you probably missed my opening preamble. I was late. I was starting late. And I'd love to go late because I started late, but I don't quite have it in me. Like I said, I had a very stressful evening attempting to build furniture. Oh my god. We got it done, actually. I shouldn't talk down our efforts. We got it done. We built that thing. We built shelving down in the living room, which is what we were doing before this. We're a good team, me and Brona. But yeah, I don't quite have the energy levels. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with another Game of the Year conversation piece, shall we say. And as I mentioned, that will be on the Nintendo Switch. And then, all going well, we will start that at our regularly scheduled time. And it'll run the usual runtime as well. So, yeah, if you haven't seen it, folks, if you just watched this, do check out the wrestling emulation Steam Deck stream. That was a whole lot of fun. I will do another one of those soon because I missed out a couple of heavy hitters and I want to get to them. But check out the previous version. It was a lot of fun. We played some weird stuff on that stream that I've never seen before. I will talk to you all tomorrow when we play an unspecified Nintendo game. Until then, I can just sit here listening to these Kirby tunes for the rest of the night. But I won't. I'll go home and I'll see you all later. Talk tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.